Lord, y'all, I can't believe this. If you are a content creator or an influencer, you make money on social media, you do sponsored posts for companies, I'm gonna need y'all to watch this video, especially if you do color contact videos, okay? So first of all, watch this video real quick, and then let me tell you about this company.
Supposed to be the most natural colored contact lenses. I'm not lying, guys, when I say I didn't even know I had the contact lenses in my eyes because they were so comfortable. They're so thin and I barely feel them. I've tried tons of contact lenses in my life, and I must say this definitely lives out to the hype. It's so natural and it feels so comfortable on my eye.
Alright, so first of all, that video is me. That's not me speaking. That's not my voice. That's not anything that I said. So they basically took my video, put someone else's voice on top of it to create an ad. Now, I wasn't going to blow this company up last year or 2 years ago whenever I had the issue with them. But because this video just surfaced, I need to put this out there because they're violating, okay? So I've worked with this company before in the past, Unibling, okay? And from the very first interaction with them, the very first collaboration we did, it was terrible. So we set up the agreements and all of that, signed contracts and all of that, whatever the case is. And I delivered the videos, I recorded the video, I had the content ready for them to view and all of that, and they just completely ghosted me. They ghosted me for like over a month. Not only that, I forgot to say that they also requested for me to make some changes to the video that they did not ask for or discuss at the beginning of the collaboration. So they was like, oh, could you re-record with all of the colors and get closer up on the eyeball, something like that. And I'm like, I told them, next time we collaborate, you're gonna have to put all of that in the brief so I can give you exactly what you're asking for. I will do it, but I'm gonna have to charge you a little bit extra because this is putting me at my time. I have to do another setup, more makeup, put all the contacts back in my eye, refilm and re-edit just to get these little pieces that y'all are looking for. So I did all of those changes, and then I sent them the new link and ghost again. I'm emailing them like, yo, did you see the video? Pay me my bread. You feel me? They didn't pay me my money. It was taking mad long for them to finally get back to me. It was such a huge gap in how many times they respond. I would email them so many times and get one response back and then nothing again. And I'm going to show y'all real quick a screenshot of these emails so you can kind of see what I was going through. On the 2nd, I got the package. She responded on the 5th. On the 5th, I actually had the video link. And on the 8th, she asked me to make some changes to the video. I asked her if I could get paid early because these are changes y'all didn't even ask for at the beginning. Either way, on the 8th, I sent the new video and I asked for my payment. She said she was going to process the payment on the 8th. Haven't heard back from her July all the way down to the 14th, the 18th, the 20th. They ended up paying me a partial payment, which you probably seen in some of that, and then paid the PayPal fees, which they were supposed to. By August 7th, I still haven't received my full payment, and I was getting annoyed, so I told them, this is what it's going to be. I'm not going to contact y'all again. So after that, I left it alone. October 26th comes around, and that's when I noticed that they created ads and stuff. And prior to that, a year before, as you can see, they had reached out to me to ask me if they can use my video to upload to their channel to create ads. I did not respond because I didn't want to do business with them. And this was the very first time I worked with them, and I didn't realize this was the same company I worked for in the past that ghosted me when I sent them the link, and it's the same thing all over again, y'all. Now, going back to the latest collaboration, 2024, this is me reaching out to them saying, hey, I didn't get my full payment, and me trying to get somebody to reach back out to me on Instagram, y'all. And I also reached out to them on Instagram regarding the ad that they dropped without the permission. She states in here somewhere that they had permission to use an ad. How you gonna tell me y'all got permission? I'm the person. I'm the content creator, and I said y'all did not have it. You got to check the back office. I'm the person. Y'all do not have permission. Either way, they kept the ads up. They didn't pay me for it or anything like that, y'all. So it's been a terrible, terrible experience with them the entire time. If y'all want to slow this down, read it yourself, you can. But I'm telling y'all, they are the worst company to work with. My latest correspondence with her was letting her know that I needed them to remove those ads. They didn't even have a code on there for me to get commission or anything. I ran out of space on my phone, so the last bit of that DM got cut off. But anyways, this is such a scrambled mess. So from 2022 was the first collaboration. Hit them up to get my payment. They ghosted me for a minute. 2023, they reached out to see if they could create ads with my videos. No, I said we need to discuss your rate, and they said what they wanted to say. They told me what they wanted to do, and I did not respond to them. Not responding does not give you permission to create ads with my videos. We didn't agree on that, okay? So why would you hit me up to ask if you could use my videos to make ads, and I do not respond, and you go and do it anyways? How you want to do it? That's crazy. Now, number 3, 2024, I did not realize that this was the same company from 2022. So that was my bad with working with them again, but shame on them for being such a terrible company. So y'all see all the screenshots and stuff. It's kind of hard to explain because so much has gone on. But as you can see, they will hit you up. They will ask for stuff. They will ask you to re-edit stuff with the thought that they can just do that without just giving you a brief and letting you know what they want from the jump, not considering your time or money or whatever it is that you got to put into creating these videos. They will take your content, create ads out of it, do what they want to do without crediting you, without putting your promo code, so you don't get commission, you don't get paid, you don't get nothing. They basically treat your videos like they own it and as if you agreed to allow them to do this stuff with your content. But that latest one that they did by using my video and somebody else's voice, that is disgusting. That is the worst thing that I've ever seen a company do to me. All right, that is disgusting, and I hate it. I hate it so bad. And I didn't want to blast them like this, but I'm blasting them because they're terrible, bad for business, y'all. I'm telling you, they would stress you out. Do not work with Unibling. They are the worst company I've ever worked with, and not just contest company. Out of the hair, the passion, everything, that's the worst company I've ever worked with in my life. They do not respect their content creators. They do not respect the influencers. They do what they want to do, how they want to do it. Let me just emphasize, having to beg for your money is crazy. Having to beg for the money that you're owed is crazy. Having to send 50 emails and 20 DMs just to get the money that you're owed is crazy, because it happened on the initial collaboration in 2022 for the first payment, and then it happened again when I wanted my money in 2024, and then it happened when they needed to pay me the remainder. It's crazy. So I'm warning y'all, don't work with that company. And at this point in my life now, y'all, I got time. I'm going to hit up somebody, a lawyer or something, okay? Because I'm doing something about this. I was going to let it go and calling it petty, but no, because y'all still violating me after 2 years. So now I'm getting some lawyers involved, and I'm going to handle this the legal way. So again, please be aware of Unibling. Do not work with them. It's the worst company ever. If I really went into a whole lot of detail of every little inch of what happened, I will be sitting here for 30 minutes. I don't want to do that to y'all. I think y'all kind of got the gist of what's going on. So yeah, Unibling, count y'all days.